Okay. All right. You ready?
Good early morning, everybody. We are doing another road trip back to Massachusetts. And on this road trip, we're going to do something different. We're going to rate the Tesla charging stops. Like the Tesla charging stations. So, that's what we're doing this, 3-4 day road trip back to Massachusetts.
And a bunch of the ones we are going to be rating we've never been to before, so very exciting.
We're like, it's not like we're just taking the same route back and forth. We've taken a different route every time, so it will be interesting, I guess you could say.
Lieutenant, when there's reckoning to be reckoned.
Number 3, have your seconds meet face to face.
Okay, first off, we left from Boston, Minnesota, and we had a full charge at home, of course, and we stopped firstly at the Tesla charging station in Alexandria, Minnesota. It is actually at a Target. I would guess Trisha can go first.
So, like, the things that we're thinking about when we rate these is, like, convenience to get to the charging station from the highway, the amenities it has by it, if it's, like, over busy, and then if it actually, like, charges quickly. Some charging stations we've been to, some of the, like, plugins just are always broken. Not naming names.
Fargo, just say it to your chest. Just say it to your chest. The Fargo side to side. To give you a framework, Fargo is a 0. Okay, no, maybe it's a 1. Are we doing of 10 or 5?
We're doing out of 10.
10? Fargo is a 2. It will never be more than a 2.
It's a liar.
Yeah, I guess we can start with Fargo rating from Alexandria.
Okay.
Just to establish a baseline. The Fargo charging station has 6 charging spots?
It's
maybe
2
7?
because it could be worse. Maybe.
Okay, well, how many charging spots does it have? 6,
Probably
7?
6 or 7.
One of them is
Always broken.
always broken, and there's another one that's completely covered in snow all the time in the winter, every single time.
And it's a Tesla supercharger based off the kilowatts that it has listed. It should be able to charge you from 0 to 100 in 30 minutes. It's an hour every time.
Even though you're charging 5 seconds, even though you're charging just 5 miles, the thing is just slow, and I'm not sure why.
We don't know.
Maybe it's us. And then also the Fargo charger is close to a bell bank, which is good, and a gas station, which is supposed to be able to use the bathroom. But every time I've been there in the men's bathroom, there's been this one guy taking the absolute biggest dump, because he stays there for 35 minutes every single time.
Every time you come?
Yeah, and I don't know what's happening. Maybe the bathroom is just closed. But then you have to end up walking to the McDonald's, and then you have to buy fries. Yeah. Anyways, okay.
Anyway, that was our side rant.
Yeah,
we didn't stop there.
Okay.
But we stopped in Alexandria, Minnesota. It's next to a Target. In the Target, there's a Starbucks, so if you want to stop for coffee, on a road trip, it's good. You can get snacks. It's not the largest Target, so it's not the hugest selection of food.
Super Target, right?
Yeah, it's not a super Target. It's kind of a small Target.
Yeah, it's a regular size Target.
Yeah. So it's not a huge selection of food, but it's got still the grocery section. It's probably 3-4 minutes off the highway, so it's a little bit of a ways, and it's never busy. That's probably just the location.
Usually, yes. And then also there's a Starbucks.
Yeah, I said that.
Oh, you said that right. Okay. So let's get into rating it. I would give that a overall 7 of 10.
I was gonna say 7 too.
Because
I would say it's average to good.
Yes.
And that's kind of a good, I think, starting base point. This is an average to good. I'm happy to stop there. It's not wow.
I don't like how far it is from the highway. Because we go by 94. Yes, we go. It's right on 94, but it's maybe 5 minutes off the highway. Set for okay. Well, anyways, a 7 of 10. So I'll give it
7 of 10. Yep. So we are at charging stop number 2 in Oakdale, Minnesota. It's like somewhere around the cities, I don't know. I think it's like right before Minneapolis, St. Paul. This one's at a Hy-Vee grocery store, and it also has this little like restaurant inside that we're getting some food at. It was right off the highway.
Yeah, I'll probably give it a 8 of 10. There was like a couple charging stations that looked like they were
Oh, that's
bad.
true. One of the
So we did
charging,
check, okay.
one of the
We don't
charging
know that.
stations.
We didn't
No,
try.
no, not that one. One was covered in a snowbank.
Oh yes, one was completely covered, and
That's
another
true.
had it looked on.
It was unplugged.
Yeah, whatever.
And
Well, the
looked-
grocery store is pretty nice, so
Yeah, and has like a restaurant and all these like different sections in it. I would give it probably a 9 if that one charging
we're
station.
being generous. But
No,
sure.
if it wasn't covered in a snowbank,
Okay,
I would have
that's
given it a
fine.
9. So now I'm giving it an 8. This is the snowbank culprit. No way you'd get there. Alright, we are ready to rate stop number 3. It was in Tomahawk, Wisconsin. At first, I was prepared to give this place a 3 out of 10 because it was at this kind of crusty mall, and the bathroom toilet paper thing was broken, and it just was kind of crusty. It had like a nail salon in there, a CBD store, a vape store. Anyway, prepared to give it a 3. But then, in the American Health Insurance?
No, it's American Family Insurance. So
American
like
Family
State
Insurance.
Farm.
Yeah. They had a, like, store there, and they had an EV charging lounge.
So essentially, this insurance company decided to put up a charging lounge for you to wait while your car was charging.
Yes. And it had all kinds of snacks. It had a cappuccino machine, a coffee machine. It had hard serve ice cream
And
stands.
that wasn't broken. Take that McDonald's.
Yes. I mean, that one could be broken. You literally scoop it out.
JK, please sponsor me still.
Yeah, it couldn't be broken. And like games, like there was like Connect 4, all types of stuff.
Checkers.
So overall, we're giving it 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's yes.
It was kind of fun.
Very
Fun
elite,
stuff.
elite stuff.
Yeah.
Elite. And the charger charged like a regular normal charger. So, yesterday I went on a solo charging run. We're in Madison, Wisconsin, so it was by
That was our end stop.
right. That's where we spent the night. It was just a charging station on the side of a grocery store. I'm not going to rate it because I just sat in the car and tried to talk to Bank of America, which is also infuriating. But that's all I did. So, yeah.
I was at the hotel for that one. So
Honorable mention to Madison, Wisconsin. Okay, moving on to Rolling Meadows, Illinois.
I like it because it wasn't the first one that Tesla wanted us to go to, which was like downtown Chicago. Through an hour of traffic to drive like 10 miles. But it was quite a ways off the highway. And look at this, like a literal half mile. I feel like we're at a Myers, but it's so far away. There are a lot of charging spots. There's like 20 some charging spots. And the grocery store, the Myers is like it's like an everything store, but they had like a bakery with a big sign that said breakfast. And it's just donuts. I think I'll show you. Breakfast.
Going to the ratings though, I will probably give it like a 7. Nice to be here. Whatever.
I'm at like 5.5. I'm between a 5 and a
Really?
6. Okay, I'll give it a 6.
Because of the
6.
walking distance?
And the sprinkled donuts.
Alright.
Alright, our next Tesla charging stop was it Hue or Hoey?
Howie, Indiana, maybe. Yes,
but it was
Howie, Indiana.
okay.
Howie, maybe.
Howie.
Not Howie. My God, that's.
Howie. But it was at a truck stop, which I imagine a lot of them in Indiana are. It had a bit of false advertising. Said there was a Starbucks, said it at the exit. All I really wanted was a coffee, and there was no Starbucks. They were replacing it with the Dunkin', but the Dunkin' was under construction. Otherwise there was a Popeyes 7-Eleven pizza place, so like, I don't know how people around here are supposed to like eat anything healthy. Sorry, that's a little rude.
That's very rude. I give it a 9 out of 10. It's probably the best one we've been to so far. It's clean, the bathrooms were clean. The reason I took 1 point away was for the Starbucks.
I was gonna give it a 4 for the false advertising.
That's just...
I was just bummed, okay? Hello. Day 3 of our road trip. We are right now in Genoa, Ohio at another like travel plaza place. This one's kind of cool because it has like an arcade room, but it calls itself a food court and only has a Hardee's in it. So I'm confused. I'm gonna say 6.
I'll probably go to 7. Probably like Alexander, yeah.
So we just stopped at a charging station in Erie, Pennsylvania. It was actually at it was at a hotel. It was across the road from an Aldi's, but it wasn't really next to many like convenient things, I didn't think.
Right. So pretty much just use the bathroom.
Yeah, you weren't
sat
really...
in the couch in the hotel lobby and then left.
I think I would give it like a 4. It was actually kind of lame.
I'll give it like a 5 because it's a convenient location just off I-90, so...
I like snacks, so forth. Side note update. Charging stations are now allowing non-Teslas to charge. If you scan and, I don't know, do something. So we're charging. It's day 4, our last day. We have one last charging stop in Verona, New York. And this charger is by nothing.
Well, it's by casino.
It's by a casino.
Shouldn't casino?
Yes, but it's not even close to the casino. We are walking like a mile.
Well, cut it short. 2 stars.
2 stars.
2 stars.
And you know this casino bathroom, you're going to have to walk through the entire casino to find it. It's going to be a maze. I'm not excited.
Probably.
2. All right. Overall, that's kind of the end of our Tesla charging stop rating for this trip. We did charge at the hotel last night, so we only needed to charge once today.
And it costs like $5 or something. So
At the hotel.
Right. In the Midwest, most hotels don't charge for charging.
Yes, on the
but
East Coast.
Once you start getting to the East Coast, they do. And that's something else to consider when you're booking hotels for and you're driving. Look for hotels that have EV charging, because today we ended up just doing 1 stop because because we left the hotel at 100%. So just kind of helps you cut down on your stop time and then charge when you sleep, which is.
But overall, when you're kind of like on these like major highways or on these like toll roads, a lot of the charging stops are at these like trucker plaza stations, which are actually usually pretty good. Usually it's fast food, but like, I mean, it's a good stop. Otherwise, it's very hit or miss. You can end up at a random hotel, or you can end up at like a mall, a restaurant. And there's so many charging stops.
Right.
So
I really want to encourage you, if you have an electric vehicle. We are filming this on March 2nd, and Tesla has opened up a lot of their charging stations. I really want to encourage you to go on that road trip, because you can go so far, and there's so many charging stations, and these are just super charging stations. We didn't include destination charges, which there are tens of thousands of. So you can get anywhere you want to, especially in North America. But
that's a wrap.